Today we're working on the pig pen for the gilts. We got 3 of them, kind of expanding their area. As you can see here, we got quite a bit done. Also to give our boar over here, Frank, named after my father, Frank, some access to kind of get to know the...
You're not in the camera. Okay, we got their new area ready. It is probably 3 times the size of their old pen. So we are getting ready to open up the gate and let them in. I think they're going to love it. Hey guys! Come on! We don't have Will and Isaac. We also added a few extra posts here between Frank and the girls' pen, just for added security. You think they're racing? Yes, Will. Okay. Yes, they are. Ew, ew, yuck, the horse poop, gross. Yes. Yep, that one's eating it too. That's disgusting. Could be. The horses are like, hey, what's going on over there? They're all watching.
The two Herefords, Frank and Beans, are now 4 months old, and the two York/Bluebutt crosses are 5 months old now. Eventually, our plan, after the two go to the processors, we'll have Beans there, the Hereford gilt, and then also one of the other Bluebutt York crosses will be going to processing. So we'll just be left with Frank and Muffin, whichever one of those we decide Muffin's going to be. So once they reach their maturity age, we will actually be housing them together. We feel that a family or herd unit is probably a healthier and happier way of life for the hogs to live, and so that is what our goal will be. A lot of the research that I've done that advocates the use of the modern way of raising hogs would have you have all of your pigs in separate pens, and I just don't like that. I think that they're going to be miserable living that way, and it's more labor intensive for us, and that is definitely not something that we are thrilled about.
This little hen just got out and I caught her. I just want to show you how beautiful she is. One of the reasons we decided to make some changes with the pigs was because Frank here, being by himself, was getting very lonely, and he was getting very aggressive, not in a mean way, I don't think, but just overly excited whenever anyone would go into his pen. So it was kind of making it dangerous. So, after doing much research, and there's actually not a lot of information on the internet other than from specific people on message boards, but books really didn't help me out. There were a lot of YouTube videos that really were not very helpful because so many of these things focus on the modern commercial way of raising hogs, and that's not what we were going for here. So we finally determined that he would be happier if he has access, at least to the girls, through the fence, because not only will it keep him from feeling quite so lonely, but it will also help him to develop his flirting skills, which I guess is very important for a young boar to be able to develop those before he actually reaches maturity. So now they have, okay Xander, you're in my way. Now they have the shared fence line right here where they can communicate and get to know each other. And then the girls also have a much bigger space. It's probably 3 times the size of their old pen. So right now they are in heaven. Hopefully they will be content for a while or forever in this bigger pen, because we decided that in that small pen, there was nothing else for them to root, and so they were rooting around the fence line, and they discovered if they root underneath the gate, then they can actually push the gate up and pop it up off the hinges, and that's how they escaped. So concrete blocks, cement blocks, all those things are nothing to a hog to just move with their nose. So this is the gate. They moved, we had a bunch of these smaller blocks like that one right there stacked up underneath the gate, and they pushed them all out, pushed up on the gate enough to pop it off the hinges, and then escaped. So we've got some extra reinforcement as far as these huge concrete chunks go. So far they haven't been able to push it open again, plus we've put an extra chain on it. Can't be too careful. So that was not feasible, trying to keep them in that little pen anymore. So now that they have a much bigger space, they're much happier, and hopefully they will stay content for a while. Hey Frank. Frank has become very friendly. We were kind of worried there in the beginning because he was so standoffish. But after we separated his sister from him, it was really easy to get him to be friendly. He especially loves to have his back scratched. Loves it. So we became best friends very fast. Isn't that right, Frank? Yeah, pretty boy. Pretty boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. One thing I do like to do is throw some raked up leaves in their pen for them. I fill up a whole trash can of it and dump it in there. And they really, really, really love searching through the leaves for any yummy little things to eat. That's Beans. She's Frank's sister, in case you couldn't tell. She's like, where'd they go? Where'd they go? That is today's update. Thanks for stopping by the farm, guys. Sorry it's been so long since we've had any updates lately. I've had a lot of technical difficulties with my cameras. Thanks for watching, guys.